Good Friday morning, July the 11th, 2025 at 8:21 a.m. on my way to Capitan. But what I wanted to tell you is I got a plan. I know, I hear you laughing in the background. Fickle Man has a plan, but Fickle Man does have a plan, and it's a pretty good one if I can get, as soon as I get the New Mexico VA Park Pass and start doing some state park camping. And what I plan to do, because it's hard to get 2 or 3 nights in a row at the busier state parks in New Mexico. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to some of the lesser known state parks and try that. You know what I mean? Most of them are lakes. Most of the state parks or a lot of the state parks in New Mexico have lakes attached or whatever, and so we'll try that. No, I'm not a fisherman. Somebody asked that the other day, but yeah. So we're going to leave out of here next week, hopefully early in the week, and go somewhere and just go. And is this thing fuzzed up? It looks like it is, doesn't it? Well, not bad. It's okay. But anyway, yeah, the plan, that's the plan now. How long will I go? Hell, who knows? Several months, who knows, or a few days, just depends on how it goes. But yeah, that's kind of the plan now. And I'm going to just head north, hit some parks on the way, and then hit the same parks coming back, and then I'll do some in the south as it cools down, and maybe end of August or September, whenever. And then, of course, in September when school starts, the parks aren't near as busy as they are during the summer, when school's out, because the people are taking their kids on vacations and stuff. But yeah, that's the plan now, and I'm looking forward to that. As far as any preparations, I really haven't done anything. I'm living in my RV now, my Casita 2025 Casita 17-footer here in Carrizozo, New Mexico. This is my home base. We're leaving my home base now. This is one of the roundabouts. You go through 2 roundabouts to get to my place way back out there in the boonies. And yeah, it's really nice. It's really quiet and so forth. But yeah, it's near Carrizozo, 2 miles, 3 miles, 2.5 miles to the post office downtown. And yeah, no, and then if I want to go get groceries, they don't have a grocery store in Carrizozo, so you got to go to the nearest one is Capitan, and it's a good grocery store. It's a small one, and the prices are a little higher, but I don't get all my groceries there. I just get some. Like today, tomato, lettuce, avocados. They usually have pretty good produce, and so here we go. I'm going to be naturally, well, not directly into the sun, but close. So anyway, that's my plan right now. And then in September, October, we'll probably head to the southern New Mexico state parks and then kind of drift into Texas. No hurry. And as far as keeping or selling my place in Fort Clark Springs, I'm still on the fence about that. I mean, I like New Mexico, trying to figure out a way to live here year round, but haven't found anything that satisfies me yet. Now, that doesn't mean that something won't change today. So if anybody's looking for a place in Fort Clark Springs, Texas, I've got a 2-bedroom, 1-bath mobile home that I might be able to work a deal with you on. Yeah, you can contact me at rusty78609@gmail.com. It's going to be $80,000. But it's a great little spot. It's been it's got a metal roof and stuff, and it was used as a bed and breakfast. So, they've got it all fixed up, and you got all your utensils and furniture and stuff. Beds are there. It's ready to live in right now. And Fort Clark Springs is a really neat area. If I could find I don't know what it would take for me to live there. What I would like to have is one of those just covers, I don't with no home attached, just one of the covers for RVs. But none of those have come up for sale. The ones that have come up for sale have a 1 or 2 bedroom home attached, and I don't really want that. I'll just live in my casita I think, and do quite well, you know. But anyway, we'll see. If anybody's interested, contact me at rusty78609@gmail.com. But anyway, that's kind of semi part of the plan, is to sell that place, maybe, you know, because, you know, I don't have any reason to go back to Texas anymore. New Mexico's kind of gradually become my home, and I like it here. And with that New Mexico State Park Pass for the veterans, which is a super deal, I can probably float around here for 3 or 4 months in the coldest part of the winter, or I might even go out to Quartzsite or something. You never know. But yeah, you know, living in the RV is something I'm still inclined to do. And even though I'm getting a little long in the tooth, you know, 80 years old, but I still feel good. And as long as I do, I'm going to keep moving and going forward, or whatever you want to say, backwards or maybe. But yeah, so anyway, that's the plan now. Do the New Mexico State Parks beginning hopefully next week for sure. And yeah, and we'll just see how that goes. I mean, and that'll firm up my future plans, because if this works, you know, staying in state parks 2 or 3 days at a time, or if I find one I like, then extending the stay. You can, well, in the summers you can stay up to 7 days, and then you have to move off 20 days, I think. Or you can stay 7 days in a 20-day period. Now, I'm not sure what that means, but I'll find out. And then after September the 1st, it goes to 2 weeks. So yeah, that would work fine. You know, I could stay 2 weeks, because you can book them, you know, 6 months in advance. So if I was serious about doing this thing, or state parks, then I would start that. I would start looking at that 6-month window and start booking them, because, you know, all I've got to pay is the reservation fee, which is, I think, $3 a day, and so that's roughly $100 a month. But you can't live any cheaper than that, guys. And but yeah, so I'd just be doing it for 4 or 5 months a year, and then back to Zozo, my quote home base, and on we go. But I like that plan better than, as far as going back to Fort Clark Springs. It doesn't really thrill me all that much. You understand? I mean, it's a good place, got a lot of good things going on for it, and you know, and I may end up there, you know, because if I'm not going to give my place away, you know, I've got money tied up there, and I'll give it to my son before I'll give it away, you know, and he can use it, because he does jet skiing and stuff on Lake Amistad. And so, yeah, that's like 35 miles away. But anyway, guys, from on the road here, going to Capitan, New Mexico on a Friday morning at 8:29 a.m. Temperature shows to be 77. It's going to be warm today. Tomorrow will be 10 degrees cooler. This is, again, July the 11th, 2025. So thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, but if you're going to buy something from Amazon, use the Amazon link in the description of all of my videos. Why? Doesn't cost you a penny. You know, just click on the link, go to Amazon, and get whatever you want, you know. But anyway, enjoy your life, stand guard at the door of your mind, and the plan is being executed now. Adios, bye.